Hey guys, it's your favorite girl ZOESHAAA, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Specifically, welcome back to the series From a Miss to a Mrs. Yo, oh my gosh. Yo, I feel like there's days where it like really hits me like, do you know what you're doing? Like, do you really know what you're doing right now? Like, you know? But yeah, here we are 12 months before the big day, and I'm back with the rest of the things that you need to have accomplished 12 months before your wedding. So without further ado, let's just jump on right into the video. Okay, so if you are just coming to this video, I did a previous video on some things that you need to have accomplished 12 months before your wedding. In the video before, we covered choosing your bridal party if you're having one, developing your guest list or deciding on an elopement, and deciding on the style and formality of your wedding. Okay, so now moving right along, the other thing that you need to have accomplished 12 months before your wedding is contracting a location and a venue and scheduling a site visit if possible. So as I mentioned, I think in the second video, I can't remember what it was that we were discussing about, maybe like start looking for like a location or something like that. And I said like as soon as you have like a date in mind, go and check out venues, like especially popular venues if it's something that if it's a venue that you know that you're gonna want to have and it's a very popular one, because those venues can be booked at like years ahead of time. For example, the wedding venue that we are getting married at, we had initially okay, so pretty much what happened was I went down, I got engaged or whatever the case may be, and because as you know, when you're in a long distance relationship, like the time that you're with each other in one space, you have to really accomplish a lot of things, as much things as possible. So it wasn't like a long delay or whatever, because like we previously had discussions about, you know, getting engaged, wanting to get married, that type of stuff. We kind of knew the timeline in regards to how long we were willing to wait to get married from the time that we were engaged, because we knew we didn't want a really long engagement. And then in terms of like the seasons and stuff like that, that's where it got like not necessarily complicated, but as I said, we wanted things to be more convenient for like, yeah, everybody who we were considering inviting at that time. So one thing that we had to really take into consideration was location, and after speaking with our parents, we decided that we were going to do something that was going to be fair for both sides and easy accessible for both sides. So that's how we were able to start looking into wedding venues. Now, Bay wanted something for his wedding, or he had an idea as to what he wanted for his wedding. I have an idea as to what I wanted for my wedding. So we had to find a place that offered what we wanted, right? Or one would have to sacrifice for the other. So we went and, or not we went, but we started looking at different places, and there was some places that, you know, offered some stuff, or whatever, and we were like, okay, this sounds good, or whatever. But then there was one place where we were just like, whoa, this literally gives us everything that we want, like everything that we want. And so when we called them and we told them like, this is the date that we were looking at, they were like, that date is gone. So we were like, okay, could we do it like the day before or the day after? And they were like, no, we only do one wedding per weekend. And we were like, shit, what are we gonna do? You know, so they were like, we have one date left for next year. Luckily, it was in the month that we wanted to originally get married in. It was just before the time that we wanted to get married. So we knew we had now even less time to plan the wedding. So that's why I say, as soon as you have a day in mind or whatever the case may be, go try to see and find a location, because One, if you're flexible like we were flexible, you'll be okay, because you'll be able to probably go with any date or whatever the case may be. But if you're somebody who has a specific date in mind, maybe it's a sentimental reason or whatever the case may be, and there's a specific venue that you want, what if it's booked next year on the date that you want to get married, and you either have to get married like the following year if the date's available or whatever the case may be, you know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of things that go into that. So I would say, yeah, rather later, rather sooner than later, go and check out and try to get a venue, or select like a location or a venue or whatever the case may be. And then also visit it. Obviously, before you agree to anything, make sure you go and you see it. So we were able to actually go see it. We like, oh my god, the feeling, like, and every time I go, like, I always go and look at it, just because I'm just like, yo, like, I can't get over it. So like, I'm really super excited about that. So yeah, definitely go see it. Make sure it has everything that you want. Ask all the questions you could possibly ask. There is absolutely no stupid question. I literally asked them every single thing like that you could possibly ask them. And then if I didn't, like, when I go back, I always ask them more. Like, luckily for me, the people at my venue, like, I can easily contact them through email or telephone. So like, any question, I'll be like, Mr. Ma'am, Mr. Sir, Mr. Sir Ma'am, you know, whatever the case may be, like, I need to get this, or can you tell me about this, or what about this, or whatever the case may be. So yeah, there's great communication there. That's another thing to make sure that the place that you are going to be renting for your big day, the people there have great communication skills. Initially in the beginning, for us to get a hold of this place, it was really difficult for some strange reason. Like, there was so many numbers for it, we couldn't really figure it out. But then finally we got it together and it all worked out fine. The next thing is research marriage requirements in your location. So as y'all know, I'm getting married in Jamaica. Of course. And so with a lot of destination weddings now, okay, if you are going the route of like having a wedding planner or whatever the case may be, normally everything that you'll need to know in regards to what it is that you need to get married in your country, your wedding planner will let you know. The officiant that is going to be officiating your wedding will definitely let you know. Most times they come with like a package where they provide you with everything. You just pay them the money and they get everything that you need, so that you obviously know what you have to provide them with in order to get your marriage license and to get married in that country. I went ahead and got the information, even though, as I said, the person that we are going to have officiate our wedding is already going to be taking care of all of that stuff. Like, as I said, we're just going to give him everything that he needs to do it, and yeah, he's just gonna deal with all of that. But to get married in Jamaica, for those of you who want to know what you need in order to get married there, you need proof of citizenship. So a certified copy of a birth certificate, parents' written consent if you are under 18 years of age, proof of divorce if applicable, okay, certified copy of death certificate for widow or widower, and Italian nationals celebrating their wedding in Jamaica must notify their embassy and a certified copy of their marriage certificate forwarded to their embassy to legal. So yeah, proof of citizenship, parents' written consent if you're under 18 years of age, which I don't think you should be getting married, no offense, it's just my views, like, you know. Proof of divorce if applicable, and yeah, certified copy of death certificate for widow or widower. So yeah, that's what you pretty much need to get married in Jamaica. So yeah, as I said, our officiant is taking care of all of that. So when it's time, we just provide him with all of the necessary documents and we are good to go. Next, contract a photographer and videographer. Normally, when you find one, they probably more than likely will be the same ones that are going to be doing like your engagement photos, because they're going to be the ones that, you know, there's like going to be like a package, or they're going to give you a discounted rate, whatever the case may be. my advice is, okay, pause on that. Firstly, again, if you are not planning your wedding yourself and you have a wedding planner or you're at a specific venue, normally they will have their own photographers, videographers that they work with. So there will probably more than likely be somebody there already to take pictures for you. Now, for me, I don't necessarily just go with what is given to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have to research. I have to look at people's pictures, like their portfolios, see the different types of weddings that they've already done, how they edit their pictures, the angles, the lighting, all of that type of stuff, the type of pictures, like how is my reaction when I see the pictures that they post, that type of thing. You know what I'm saying? So for me, there were a lot of people that I could have definitely went with. And I'm not going to necessarily share any of my vendors prior to the wedding day. I'm going to wait, just because if everything works out, they'll kind of be able to like shout themselves out type thing. That's my goal. So we'll get back to that. If not, I'm definitely going to have a video with everything, talking about everybody that I used for, you know, the day. But for me, what I did was not necessarily focus on like all the hyped up photographers, because yes, don't get me wrong, like obviously they are definitely amazing at what they do, but one, they're gonna be so freaking booked out. Two, you kind of got to know what type of budget you are working with as well. And three, just because like they're hyped up or whatever the case may be doesn't necessarily mean that it's gonna be the right fit for you and your wedding. Okay, now I say this to say, like me, I'm a type of person, I work definitely off of vibe, that type of stuff, and I just want to make sure that the person that I have that's going to be in my face, in my space on my day is somebody that I can definitely vibe with. So I just looked at like different photographers. I asked some of my subscribers as well to tell me about different photographers or whatever the case may be. And then because I've been searching like for a lot of stuff like in Jamaica pertaining to weddings, my whole like Instagram feed or like discovery page is literally like vendors, weddings, Jamaica, like everything. So I just be going through pages and I just be looking at things that are tagged. I'd be following different type of people, decor, florists, videographers, different aspects and things that I want to add to my wedding, so their pages and all of that type of stuff. And that's how I pretty much came across like different type of people who are damn good at their job but just aren't known as much as other people are, if you get what I'm saying. They're known but not as known as other people are, if you guys get what I'm saying, if you're following along. So that's how I came up and found one of my my photographer, and yeah, like just talking with him and the vibe and everything, and just like him understanding exactly what it is that I want. Like he just based off of like a really previous like conversation, he already knew what it was that I want. Like just looking at his pictures, I was just like, yo, like you can tell like when he's into like, you know, like a wedding, like he's definitely into it, like making the bride and groom feel super duper special, like, and his work is just absolutely beautiful. And it's funny because after I found out about him, like, you know, I initially talked about him but like totally forgot about it because I still would continue doing my research, you know what I'm saying? And I seen that he was like awarded for something, and I was just like, yo, like this is a sign, like, you know what I'm saying? Like he's definitely supposed to be the one. So I'm really excited to work with him. Like I'm super excited to work with him. He also has a team, so it will be him, you know, with his other photographers, videographers. Girl, let me tell you guys, okay? Let me tell you guys, like, just wait for it, okay? Like, I am scared to see my own pictures because I'm not going to be able to believe that this is me on my wedding day. Like, what? Oh my god, you know what I'm saying? But like, whoa. But yeah, like I'm super excited. We get to do our engagement pictures soon, so that's gonna be like our first actual official like meetup type thing. Like I video chatted with him the other night because like there was something I just wanted to go over and confirm, and like it was just mad cool and comfortable, and I feel like that's what I want, you know what I'm saying? Somebody with knowledge as to how someone should be standing, like the again, the right lighting, you know what I'm saying? Like professionalism. Okay, so yeah, yeah, and I didn't just go, I knew that my pictures and whatever video it is that I get, I wanted it to be really good. So I was willing to, like, that was one thing on my like list of things that I was like willing to like spend on, because I'm just like, yo, these are the only images that I'm going to be able to get, like apart from like my phone, like my clean stuff, you know what I'm saying? Like, no offense, but like, you know, like back home, like when they have like their videographers, like Jamaicans have like traditions in terms of how they want things done. Like, you know, you have the picture where you're in under glass or whatever the case may be. Not saying that those things are not cute, but it's just not my style, for instance. So yeah, I didn't want to work with those photographers. No offense. No offense, I just don't want no edits like that. So this person is offering exactly what I want. Their vibe is kind of more like what I want. There was actually another photographer that I was really considering working with, but he was already booked for that day. So yeah, again, everything works out the way that it's supposed to work out. And yeah, the next one can do my baby shower. Start wedding dress shopping. So I definitely did start wedding dress shopping. Have I found a dress yet? I'm scared to say yes. I am scared. Like I am right now like in this place where I am scared to say yes to anything. Like I feel like saying yes to anything is so final, and it's like there's so many friggin' options. But like, you guys, I tried on this dress and like I feel like this is gonna be definitely my dress. So I cannot show footage of me trying this dress on because I know I'm gonna show it afterwards when you guys done see me in my pictures in my dress. But yeah, I really do feel like I may have definitely found my dress. I just have not gone down to make a deposit on it as of yet because, as I said, I'm just so nervous to say yes. But the dress is so beautiful. Like I felt so whole, so complete. I didn't cry or anything like that. Like I kind of wanted to, but I was like, yo, got a tugs, you see me? So me never ball. But my friends that came with me, like they were like, yo, Zoe, like this is it. Like the detailing on the dress plus the I dream about the dress every single day. Like I have the picture, I just can't have it as my screensaver because I don't want anybody to really see the dress. But like my mom, she saw it and she was like, girl, Zoe, this is this. Like for my mom to be like, this is nice. I say this because you guys will see, you know, in the journey of her reaction to some dresses that I tried on. So for her to give me that reaction, I was just like, yeah, like my one of my friends like literally had tears in her eyes. Like the dress is beautiful. You see how I'm rambling on about the dress and I don't even physically have it. I really need to go and book another bridal appointment and get my dress before they tell me that it's no longer in season. And again, I am way past the 12-month mark. So this is something that not necessarily saying that if you are indecisive or anything like that, but if it's not really one of your most main focuses, it can definitely get lost in the sauce. And dresses take weeks sometimes depending on the season to come, so definitely don't wait. Go get your dress. And yeah, knock that out of the park as soon as possible. One thing I can definitely say is try on every style of a dress. Don't try on so many styles of each style, but try on one dress of each style just to see how you like the fit, how you like the feel of the dress, then you can take it from there and start, you know, do you want shoulders, no shoulders? Do you want, I mean, sleeves, no sleeves? Do you want off the shoulder? Do you want, you know what I'm saying? Like full sleeve, 3/4 sleeve, you know? So that's how I would say, because it's overwhelming walking into that situation, whether it's for you, whether it's for your bridesmaids, it's overwhelming. There's so many options, there's so many choices. Don't get lost. Just go, I'm telling you, try on every style of a dress: ballroom, A-line, mermaid, trumpet, yeah, try them all on, see what you like, see what fits you, and then when you find a style that you like, then you can try on different dresses in that style, and then that should help you find your dress. The next thing that you need to do is order your save the dates. So we were lucky to, because it was Babe's birthday, we already knew that we wanted to do like a photo shoot, take pictures, that type of thing. So we had gotten this photographer to take pictures for us or whatever the case may be. Oh my god, let me tell y'all, it was the worst experience ever. Like, they were so unprofessional. But anyways, yeah, we went, we took the pictures, whatever the case may be, and we ended up actually doing our save the date pictures as well, because I was just like, I don't know when the next time is that I'm going to be coming out here, and then now knowing when the date is, like, it was a lot. So we ended up taking pictures and using them for the save the dates. So yeah, the save the dates, pretty much all that I did was just use like a template, and I inserted a picture and filled in the blanks and sent it via WhatsApp. Did not print anything, did not go over the top with making anything or anything like that. Everybody is on WhatsApp, everybody has an email address, so it was just really easy. Everybody got the picture. When it's time to send out invitations, that's when I will put my money into that. So if you want to be frugal like me, girl, listen, you can go anywhere, print screen, crop, send it out, you know what I'm saying? No, but to be realistic, I feel like there's just certain things, again, depending on your budget and what you want to do, the vibe that you're trying to throw off, or whatever the case may be, you can take it far, you can be extra, you can do whatever. You can send a person to personally send them to everybody, or you can be like me and just send it via WhatsApp. The way everybody's gonna get the message, you know. And when it's in WhatsApp, it's saved in your gallery, you can always go back and look at it, it will always be there. Same thing in your email, you can just put in my name, the picture will come up and it will be there, you know. So everybody got it. When the physical invitation comes, that will be something that, you know, everybody will be able to hold on to and look at and be like, whoa, damn, okay, ooh, okay, this is where I'm going, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, and then send out save the dates. So again, I sent them out via WhatsApp or email, and everyone saved the date. So yeah, those are the things that you guys need to get accomplished 12 months before your wedding. I hope this was informative, and I hope again you guys are enjoying this journey so far. Oh my gosh, yeah, so there's kind of a lot that you guys got to get done 12 months before your wedding. And again, 12 months seems like such a long time, but when you are planning a wedding, there's absolutely no time. Before you know it, again, as I said, you'll be on the plane, traveling to your destination, getting ready to say I do. So you better make sure you utilize your 365 days wisely and get everything that you need to get done, okay? And I will see you guys next time in my next video, when we talk about what you need to have accomplished at the next period of the time of your wedding, okay? So I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye. Oh, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell if you're not new, and if you're new, yeah, subscribe. Okay, bye.